Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of You've Been Warned presented by Catfished. Today we will be covering the virus everyone has been talking about, COVID-19, aka the coronavirus. The coronavirus has been covering all news sources for a few months now. The virus has caused the stock market to plummet. The NBA, NHL, MLB, and NFL have all postponed their seasons. Coachella has been rescheduled to October. Colleges and school districts have moved to an online platform. Hell, even Disney World has been closed till further notice. We all know how creative these scammers can be, and they somehow have managed to turn this epidemic into a profitable scam. These scammers have come up with fake cures and emails to solicit you out of your money. There are people posing as the World Health Organization and CDC. This means you should always check your sources to make sure that who you are talking to is reputable and trusting. And don't click on the links in those emails. These scammers aren't trying to heal the virus in your body, they're trying to give you a virus in your computer. There's also the family scam. It's when a scammer pretends to be a family member using voice masking technology, saying they have contracted this virus. The so-called family member then tells you to send them money for supplies since they are quarantined and need to deliver food and other necessities to their house. But really, they just want to keep your money for themselves. You also gotta watch out for the quack alert, where scammers are trying to sell your colloidal silver or aromatherapy to combat the virus. They sell you these so-called natural remedies, claiming to cure the coronavirus, but really they don't do anything. All right, how do you guys feel about getting intimate virtually versus physically due to the coronavirus?
Oh, wow. I don't think it matters. It's really up to the person doing it, right? I think that's kind of been around for a long time, and you hear a lot of people talk about it, so I really don't have an opinion. If that's what you like to do, then that's what you like to do, as long as it doesn't impact me.
I mean, I agree, but I just think it's crazy that people aren't wanting to date in person or get intimate in person, due to the coronavirus, because they're just that scared to do so they're going virtually to do it.
Until all the bans are lifted, I think it is risky.
It is risky.
But I think people have there's human needs, right?
Yeah.
So it's people are gonna figure out how to get those needs met some way or another, whether you can leave or not. And I agree with Jen. I think people have to be responsible right now. Whether your area is impacted or not, because realistically, whether you believe this is serious or not, what's going to happen if it doesn't get better is we're not going to be able to leave our house, Italy and other places. So
exactly.
I think the biggest thing is just being responsible, and if that's how they be responsible, I support it 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all up to the person if they want to do that intimate dating online versus being in public, which we shouldn't really be right now. We should not be out in public. I think it's it's up to the person. If they feel comfortable with it, good for them. So are these people that are turning to online dating at more risk of being scammed?
I think whenever you are meeting somebody online, you increase the chances of being scammed online. Bottom line, there's lots of predators online, unfortunately. And there are people that just prey on people in vulnerable situations, and they prey on people that, are looking for love or looking for that connection that maybe they haven't had in a long time or they have never had, which we actually find out. Mm-hmm. When you drive a car, you learn the rules of the road, right? You learn what a stop sign is, you learn what the gas pedal does, you learn turn your blinkers on to be safe. If you're online dating, you should try to go through the sites and realistically, most websites, most social networks, they have really good resources to help you be safe online. So they give tips, they give tricks, they give sometimes they'll give specific examples. And so just if you're driving and you or even if you're visiting a city and you start reading about the city, you should be doing that on social networks, you should be doing that on dating sites in order to do it. Mm-hmm. I definitely believe it opens it up if you are not educated. I meet a lot of people that they're online date and they know exactly what the signs are, and they're and they're fine, and it's online dating is kind of like fishing. You keep throwing out the bait over and over, and
mm-hmm.
Sometimes you switch the bait and that works. And so it's kind of the same thing. You have to talk to a handful of people before you either find the one or find somebody that you're going to date. And so sometimes it involves talking to people that are potentially scammers. And so I think it opens it up. You just have to be safe about it. So do you guys think scammers are using the coronavirus to as bait for like a scam?
For sure.
Yeah.
I know there are some scammers out there saying that they're stuck in certain places and they can't get in contact with you, and they're using the fact that they can't leave and come meet you or do certain things due to the coronavirus. Now it's an easier escape for them to not be seen.
I've seen that on like the romance scam dating site, the side, but I've also seen that like people are randomly contacting people through Facebook saying, hey, I'm stuck because of the coronavirus. I need help. I'm without my family. Please, I've been contacting people to try to help me. Please help me. So I've seen like both sides of it.
Both ways, yeah.
The biggest thing I always say, like tell people is like, if a random stranger is asking you for money when they have like, when they're 40, 50 years old, or, you know, like when they have family, when they have friends, or like, it's just a big red flag that they're asking a complete stranger like for money. And so like, I always say like, if that happens to you, like really ask yourself and like step back, because a lot of times these people are like emotionally connected, but step back and be like, does this make sense?
Some say that people are jumping into the next step of their relationship with online dating.
Oh, wow.
They're going into the next step because people are scared that this might be end times and they don't want to be without that significant other.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that people are going to rush into relationships too, just because like what Jed was saying, you know, people think that the coronavirus is really, this is like the end of times. And so if you don't have that person by your side and, you know, you're basically dying alone in this world, and that's kind of a scary feeling to think about, you know. And so people have this mentality of like, I need to find my person, and they're rushing into relationships with people. But if they have bad intentions, it could be scary for them. So people just need to be careful, make sure it's not a scammer.
So we've actually seen some statistics from some adult websites like that people have been quarantined, that like usage has been up. So hopefully people don't become a statistic out there.
Or maybe do whatever makes them happy, right?
Right. I mean, whatever floats their boat.
Just date safely online.
Yes.
Yes.
There are also scam websites trying to sell you masks, but they don't really deliver them to you. They just take your money of over $200 and then ignore you afterwards. Don't believe any websites claiming to sell you something that is sold out. There are also people claiming to collect donations for coronavirus vaccine. If someone claims that they're part of the government and need money for any reason, again, don't give any money over the phone. Thank you for watching. Click the notification bell and subscribe button over here and watch more videos on the other side. Follow our social media profiles down below. For more in-depth details on this case, feel free to check out our blog linked in the description. See you next time on Caught, presented by Catfished.